Tuesday afternoon, heading out on my own. Same old story as usual, just heading out to the bank. Gonna belly up a little bit. Whoa, there's crate pots everywhere. Hang on. Okay, usual story for me. Probably going too fast, you can't even hear me, I think. Hang on. Coming out on my own, it's not too bad. The winds are kind of southerly, southwest, it's less than 10 knots. Just a nice ruffle on the water, actually good. I like it like this, I like a bit of ruffle. If it's too calm, the fish don't seem to bite as well. So I just had to detour around a big line of crate pots. I don't know if you can see them. No, they're behind a swell now. There's a big line of crate pots here. I just had to detour around. When I detour around pots, I make sure I leave a big, obvious snake on my trail, on my GPS. It just lets me know when I'm coming back in the dark. Although I have got a spotlight on the front, when I'm coming in on the dark, I see my trail on the GPS, I see a great big snake. I know that's where I detoured around the pots, so I know to slow down and be a bit careful around that area. Anyway, I'm just going to burn out to the spot, belly up and see what happens. So I'm coming up onto my spot now. Whenever I get near the spot, I always like to just chuck the boat into neutral for a little minute. I don't know if you guys know, but your sounder only scrolls at a certain speed, and when you've been burning out at 20 knots, your sounder is probably still half a K back there somewhere. So it always pays to just slow down, go into a little drift, let your sounder catch up with the ground and where you are. Also, while I'm drifting here out of gear, I get a bit of a feel for which way the boat's going to drift, which way the wind's blowing. So it makes it a little bit easier to anchor and get it closer to the spot where I want to anchor. So that's a little tip for you. If you're moving fast, your sounder is reading ground way behind the boat, and you've already gone over what you're looking for in the first place. By the time you see it on the sounder, you're already well past it. So you got to always stop, give that sounder a bit of a chance to catch up. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I'm sitting on here. I'm not even sitting, I haven't anchored yet, but basically, okay, so it's 20 meters at the back here, jumping up to 18. 17, 15, over to here where it jumps up to 14, 13, 12 meters over here. So I'm going to aim to anchor up sort of right on the edge here. You're going to see 15 where it jumps up to 14. I'm going to aim to anchor sort of around the 16 meter mark. So that's it. I'm anchored sort of on the edge. 15 meters, swing it into 15 meters, swing it into 16 meters, 17 just as the boat swings. So I'm pretty much right on the edge, exactly where I was aiming to be. So I'll just zip myself up, close my window. When I'm at anchor, all of this stops the wind, so I can sit in here. I'm out of the wind. I'm nice and warm and comfortable out of the wind. I'm casting out the back of the boat, so I've got the wind with me the whole time when I'm casting. Just makes for much easier fishing. So this wind has actually got a little bit of east in it. I thought it was more southwest than anything, but it's actually got a more southeast in it, so that's probably all right. Anyway, bear with me. I'm going to burley up, get some baits in the water and see what can happen. So there's my burley for tonight. Just a bunch of muleys I had left over from last time I went out, frozen up. I'll stick those in the pot. That should be enough for me tonight. I'm only going to be out here for an hour and a bit. That'll be heaps. Straight in the pot and I'll crunch them up, get a bit of a trail going. Here we go. Something on here. What this is feels a bit weird actually. I don't think it's a skippy. It's not huge. It doesn't feel like a skippy either. No, I think it's a skippy. Yeah, it's a skippy. you go, guys. It's not really what I come out here for. It's not the target species at all. These guys can be more of a pain in the butt than anything, taking all my baits that I mean for snapper, but it's sort of all part of the food chain when these guys are hanging around, other fish hang around. Obviously the bearley's working, so I'll take it, I'll chuck another bait out. Hopefully the skippy will leave it alone. Not a bad fish though, most people would be happy to catch a fish like that. I think I'm getting a bit fussy these days. It's probably not a good thing. Just as a side note, I'm going with this circle hook today. I don't really use circles. I haven't had very much luck with circles. Everyone talks about circles, how they're supposed to be good, whatever else, so I'm going to give them a crack again. I've tried them a few times and haven't had much luck. I'm trying them again. I'm going to leave plenty of barb exposed like that, as you can see. There's plenty of barb exposed, half a muley just drifting down. I know, we'll see how we go. First, I've got to find a fish before I'll be able to hook it up, so hopefully there's some fish around. There you go, guys. I didn't catch any fish tonight. In fact, all I caught was one skippy. The water looked beautiful. The sunset has just been amazing. Sunset's magnificent. Look, I'm happy just to be out here, just to enjoy this sunset. Yeah, I would have liked to have caught a fish, but that's the way it goes. Haven't put a video up for a couple of weeks. It's not that I haven't been fishing, I just haven't been catching anything, and I feel like without the fish, it's not really a video. So tonight, I don't know, I'll probably put this up just to show you guys it's not always about board shorts and sunny days and big fish. It's about putting in the hours, just spending the time out here, doing what you have to do. Yeah, I don't always catch fish. I know the videos make it look like you do because I never really post when I catch fish, but I spend plenty of nights out here like this, catching nothing as well. So it's all about being out here, spending time, and again, just catching an amazing sunset like this. What am I missing out on? I'm missing out on watching the depressing news on TV, so I don't really care about that. I'm still going to be home in time for dinner. So anyway, if you like my stuff, subscribe. Hopefully next time I'm going to get out tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow the weather looks like it's going to be alright in the afternoon as well, so when I finish work, I'm going to shoot out tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully I can catch a fish for you guys. In the meantime, stay safe. Don't forget to radio in with your marine radio guys. Call the sea rescue. Wear your lanyard. I'm getting a bit carried away myself. Put your jacket on. Just call the sea rescue guys. They're always there, they're your friends. If you ever break down out at sea, they're the ones you're going to want to call. It's nice that they know where you are. Whenever I come out, I always log on, log off. I always send a text to my wife with the coordinates. So if anyone can get hold of my wife's phone, you'll be laughing because all my GPS coordinates where I sit are on her phone. But let people know where you are, let people know where you're going, especially when you're out by yourself. Just got to stay safe, guys. But anyway, sorry to catch any fish. Hopefully next time I will. Until then, stay tuned. Ew!